Last November, we were in Central Oregon, stopped by Richardson's Ranch, and I picked up some Thundereggs because I was curious about these. These are from Pony Butte, which is private property, so you can't just go to Pony Butte. It opens up for some field trips occasionally, and well, I wanted to see what these were like, so I got some, and we're going to give these a cut today, and it should be a lot of fun. Generally, you know, they're going to be kind of different opal colors on the inside from what I've seen, but the one way to find out is just to start cutting them in half. So let's head over to the saw. We'll talk about the plan. I think we're going to cut every one of these today. I'm going to be doing these cuts on my 6-inch high-tech diamond trim saw. I'm running a Covington Engineering's Goldline blade. It's a more rigid blade. It doesn't leave the best surface finish, but it's pretty good for cutting these Thundereggs. And surface finish really doesn't matter a whole lot anyways, since, well, I have the Richardson's high-speed sander. I'll be able to very easily get the rough out of this. But we have a little bit of a problem. You can see right here, we are a little tall. We are a little too tall for our blade on some of these. Some of these bigger guys, we're going to be over by a fair amount. Yeah, you can just see that we're going to be over, which generally you don't want to do, but for the sake of this video, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. These smaller eggs can be a little bit of a problem for me to cut in my big slab saw, my oil-based slab saw. So I'm just going to do the roll technique here, where we cut in and roll the egg and have at it. You know, I've had this saw a while now. It's a good little saw. I've done a lot of cuts on it. Very, very pleased with it. I'm going to drop some links down below. You might notice that I have a little bit bigger of a spray guard. I've never really talked about it, but you know, it just helps eliminate some of the splashback that I get. So some of these Thundereggs definitely have a different exterior. Now, when you go to Richardson's, there's just big bins sitting out in the middle of, well, outside their main shop. So you don't really know what you're going to get. These actually look very different. So who knows if these are actually from Pony Butte. I'm going to cut them all. I'm not going to look at them. And then we'll look at them all together all at once. That looks like we have some distinctive pressure ridging here, so let's cut it this way. Well, I got 6 down, and it's kind of killing me not to look at them. That one right there started to fracture when I was cutting it, so I'm just going to hold off on that. It's possible that I can maybe get a complete side out of it. You know, it's good to give your thumbs a little bit of a break. We got these these ones left to go. I have one thunder egg left to cut, and on that 11th egg, the blade started to feel like it was cutting a little slow. It was just kind of, I needed more pressure to finish off the cut, like the last ½ inch or so. And that's kind of a sign that maybe it's time to sharpen your blade. So I'm gonna do that right now real quick. If you haven't already watched my video on how to do this, I'll drop a link up above and down below on, well, how to sharpen one of these saw blades, and I think you'll find it really enjoyable. I actually have a whole playlist of lapidary blade videos, so go check those out. This is definitely the greatest number of thunder eggs cut at any one time. I still got this one left, and then we can see if we got anything good. Even though, well, that one right there is pretty cracked up. That's not very fun. But maybe this one seems pretty solid. Let's give it a cut. I think we'll go like that. Well, I brought these out to the garden. Got some beautiful sunlight today on this nice spring day. So let's let's see how these came out. So here's the first one. Ooh. Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. That one's gonna take a beautiful polish. That water lines in there. Gorgeous. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we have our little beautiful quartz pocket in there up at the top. That's another one that's really good. I like that kind of almost very faint, ghostly water line. Oh, well, may as well look at that one since I just knocked them open. That one's a little iffy. That's a little iffy. We got some opal up at the top. I don't know about that one. What do you think? That one's a little iffy as well, huh? I mean, it's a mild, just like a little bit down there at the bottom. Looks like there's also some opal mixed in. We're striking out here. Oh, that one's kind of neat. That's an interesting pattern. I wasn't really expecting that out of that. I'd probably spend the time polishing that. Ooh. I think this one's going to be really good. Yeah. Yeah, that one's a keeper. I'll polish that up for sure. Now that almost kind of looks like some opal up at the top and not just rhyolite. Let's get this big guy out of the way. Ooh, wait a second. Wait. So we have opal. And we have all of this up here that's been broken and then reformed back into it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now this is one of the ones that, well, you just saw it fall off. There's a big chip out of it. Yeah, I think this one's a backyard pile. That one's a backyard pile. This chunk fell off here. All right, let's look at this guy. Oh. A lot of blue in that. A little bit of water line. I don't know what that little piece of red is there at that corner, but that's pretty cool. That's a keeper. Well, these two over here clearly didn't make it. And yeah, I mean, that was gonna probably come off anyways. Yeah. I mean, that's a shame, but it is also just kind of like that white opal in it. So it's not super good. And this one also kind of came apart on me. Oh, that one would have been good. That one would have been really cool. Let's see. Should I just... Yeah, that'll just come off. I don't know. I don't know if that one's worth keeping. It's got some interesting stuff going on in it. We'll have to reevaluate. And well, we have one left here. One left. Oh, that one's nice. Look at that. The pocket. A red fortification. Well, let's clean these up a little bit and let's look at them in the shop. Well, we have some over here that I took over to the Richardson's sander, and I took it up just to an 80 grit so that we could see it, well, not wet. And you can kind of see that's what 80 grit looks like. We've got that little quartz crystal pocket. So this egg was probably formed, yes, we formed like that. How about that? It's hard to speculate. Generally water lines down. Yeah, probably like that. So that's the top and the bottom. This one has enough good solid material where I'll probably polish that in the future. This one is also pretty good. I didn't get all the saw marks out. I just kind of called it at one point. We do have that actually right there, which looks like a big crack, is fully healed. So I'm going to keep this one just in case, but we are just generally speaking, these eggs from Pony Butte, very fractured, which is not, that's not what you want. This one I'm definitely going to keep simply because it's cool that the rhyolite broke off. It broke off and then reformed into that opal. I don't know how much more, and you can see all of that cracking going through that opal. I don't know if I could take it much more beyond the 80 grit. I mean, if there's even a point, maybe take it up to an 800, but definitely if I polish this with cerium, I feel like it's going to work into all those little grooves and it's going to be donezo. It's going to never get it out. But I might keep this as an educational piece. Another good one. Fairly decent. So I think it's important to point out with these Thunder Egg locations, these beds, they're all really, really close to each other. They're all in and around Madras, was it Ashwood, Oregon. So you get a lot of similarities between them, and you'll start to kind of recognize that over time, I guess. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for coming by my channel, watching this video. I got hundreds and hundreds of additional videos. I got a website, CurrentlyRockhounding.com. We have a podcast, the Previously Rockhounding podcast. That's also up on the website, but it's currentlyrockhounding.com/podcast. Go check it out. Throw me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It goes a long ways into telling the YouTube overlords that you like this type of content. All right, everybody. I will catch you on the next video.